Alright, Melanie, going back into your QuickBooks file, and I see one thing I noticed was that your banking rules were off. So what I did is, as I changed your banking rule, so I took out the apostrophe S and just kept it as Dana, and I applied it to both bank accounts. So before you only had it to the Los Angeles City Bank, but since there's also some Dana whatever transactions in the credit card, I went ahead and added that. So I think that'll help match things up. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the Sammy Gas. It looks like you didn't have that applied to both either, so I think that one should be good now. And now more of your transactions that you've got from the bank will be recognized. So it looks like you may have uploaded the spreadsheets many times because I've got a bunch of things in here, but I know what the $56 difference is. If we look at the statement has two transactions for 10.55 each, a transaction for 6.55, and a transaction for 28.95. If you add those four transactions together, that comes up to about what your difference is on the reconciliation. So I'm just basically going to add a couple of those. So I'm going to add that the one on the 21st. That looks like it's from a credit card. I'll add if there's one from the close to the beginning of the month, around the 5th, I'll go ahead and add that one. And we'll go ahead and add the one for 6.55 on the 11th. And we'll add this Sammy Gas from the 11th. And I believe that'll take your difference to 0. So now if we go to the register, and then we go to the reconcile function, you're going to have a 0 balance. So the only problem I can see is possibly because you had also entered some other transactions, and I know we deleted some, we may have deleted the wrong ones, but let's I'm going to get out of here rather than finish the reconciliation just to see how the balance is compared to like what they say it should be in the book. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video for a minute and then come back in. Okay, resume in here, and it looks like there's one more transaction that doesn't belong, that's not on the statement. So if I look at the statement here, it's not on there, but it is in the activity that was downloaded with that one spreadsheet, so we'll go ahead and add that. So I'm going to go back here to the register, and there is this transaction, should be towards the end of the month. Yeah. Yeah, let me just go back into banking. Okay. So we're still in City Credit Union. There should be a $250. Okay, here it is. So see, this one for $250 is towards the end of the month. That's why it's not appearing as clear in the statement. But we're still going to go ahead and add it because we know it does belong and it's referenced in the textbook. And that was not for owner's pay and personal expenses, I don't believe. Yeah, if we look in the textbook, I believe that one was for a conference. So if we go, yeah, so she said, I forgot to mention, I went to the local pooch, something or other. Enjoy your weekend, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and let me just double check over here in Blackboard. We have the credit card activity. And so in that one, there is this local pooch on the 28th, and for some reason they coded, I guess it got coded somehow as pay owners expenses, but they had you set up that other expense account, and I think you did that. So we're gonna go ahead and add it and edit it. So if I go back to the register, it is now in there, but we are going to change it to that conferences. Yeah, there we go. There. Yeah. Okay. So now I think it's good. So now if we go back to reconcile, that's the right balance that should be showing up. Now if we go to reconcile, we've got a $250 difference. The only way to fix it is just essentially say, okay, well, this one transaction we just added down here, that one has not cleared yet. So I'm unchecked that one, and now it should be good. So click done, and hopefully that reconciliation is finished, because it had us do it as of the 30th, right? Uh, let's just have a look. I thought it wanted us to do the reconciliation as of the 30th. Let's see. Let me just double check something. Double check in. Alright, let me have a minute here. Yeah, it was the statement date. I'm sorry. The statement date we were using. So that makes sense. Okay. Alright, so now that we do all that, I believe you are good to go. So let's take a look at your dashboard or your balance sheet, and we'll just check to make sure the numbers are not out of whack. Alright, so all these numbers look good. Yep, there's some recurring stuff in here that we gotta get rid of. So let's go back in, and we've got everything reconciled. We just gotta make sure we don't delete the wrong transactions. That's the kicker here. Alright, so I'll just delete all this weird stuff. I thought we fixed all this, though. That's the weird thing. I could have sworn we went in and changed that. Ugh! What a pain. Alright, well, let me just try and fix it one more time and make sure everything works. Okay, so Meals and Entertainment was off because of these two transactions that need to be added from your checking account. So I'm going to go ahead and add those. And cool. So that should fix that, and I'll look at fixing the reconciliation of your checking account just to make sure you're not off on that. So another thing I see going on is it looks like your deposits are off, so you got them on the wrong dates because you got a deposit on the 14th for cash that we didn't get until after the 14th. But another thing, yeah. So let's just date this on the 20th just to make it a little more consistent with the dates that are on there. And then we're also going to add the deposit for the rebate check. So where do we get this? Received from Office Plus. Yeah. And the account is going to go against Office Supplies. Oop. Crud. Rebate check is the description. Check. And does they have the reference number? Nope. Okay. So we're just going to put $4. Save and close. So that should partially fix one of the deposits, and then I believe that's going to bring our cash in line. Yeah, so cash is in line. Your if we go back to your balance sheet, hopefully all that stuff will jive. Yeah, so it looks like you've got the right totals now, right profit number. Now, if we go in and try to reconcile your stuff, let's just see what that looks like. So, let's go to banking, and alright, let's see what the reconciliation process looks like. Okay. Your beginning balance is up at 840.90. Okay. So what we'll probably do in that case, the last reconciliation we'll go to. So it looks like you did one for August 31st. So let's go and look at the statement and the Excel download. Okay, so I've got that here. And then our statement in Blackboard. Yeah, so that's August 31st. So it looks like you already had it reconciled. So what we'll do is just see, okay, well, what transactions are missing? Why are we off by that number? So it looks like it's because of these transactions that have been deleted. Okay, so let's see if we can go back in to the register. Yeah, so the big problem is that on this bank feed here, these should match up to some numbers that are on the these should match up to some deposits, but they don't. So there. And let's see this recognize one. Mm, yeah, so what we can do to get this to work is we'll just try that off cycle thing again. So let's see. We'll go back to the register. We'll do reconcile. But we're going to reconcile a. Let's try the ending date of 01/01/2021 and the ending balance. And let's just see what this does. Hmm. Yeah, actually, let's try it this way. Let's try bank register, reconcile, and then resume reconciling. We're going to edit the info. We're going to change this to um, whatever the difference is. So let's go back and all right, hold on, give me a minute. Okay, so I went ahead and found this other deposit. So I took away some of the receipts from one of the deposits to make it match what the book says it should be. And now I'm going to prepare this other deposit, which they don't give us an amount for, but they give us the date Saturday. So we're making the deposit on the 26th, and they're referencing Saturday, so it would be anything that was from the 21st. So we're going to click on all of these receipts from the 21st, and then hopefully that will make its magic known to the world. Okay. Alright, so our balance is still weird. I know I'm all over the place here. Yeah, 425, 64. Yeah, so I know exactly where that comes from. Okay, so what we're going to do is go back to our banking activity. We have these two transactions that now match with the activity that's actually in the register. So we'll go ahead and match those. And then there's one that was recognized that I think was already automatically pulled over. So let's go back to the register. And there should be one for $125. And there is, and it's been pulled over twice again. So we need to get rid of one. So let's see, verified against your bank records on a given date. Manually added from the bank feed. So manually added from the bank feeds, manually added from the bank feeds. Yeah, so one of these has to go. So we're going to get rid of, I guess, this one. What the heck? Delete. Yes. Alright, so now we'll try to reconcile on the 1st of September. Resume. We have a difference still. But hopefully we can get rid of it now. So, so how much is it off now? Still off by 854. And it sounds like it's that one deposit. So yeah, it's that one. This is quite a pickle right here. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to fix this, Mel. We'll get it done. Just give me a minute. Okay, well, hopefully it works out now. I did another off-cycle reconciliation and just cleared out just to get it to balance. And so just let me know if you have trouble going forward. And yeah, good luck.